Welcome back to the Britannia Coin Company. We're a coin dealer based in Royal Wootton Bassett in the UK. Now in Monday's video we hunted through a collection of coins that we purchased. There was a whole bunch of 2009 annual coin sets. If you haven't checked it out already, do go and check out that video first, because today we're going to have a look more specifically at the Kew Gardens 50p and ask the question, why is the Kew Gardens so rare and so valuable? So you can see here an example of a circulated Kew Gardens 50p. Minted in 2009 to celebrate the 250th anniversary of the creation of the Chinese pagoda at the Botanical Gardens in Kew. It's a site that you can go and see still to this day, which I've been to a couple of times, and it's a fantastic time out. And to actually see that building in person after coveting it on coins for so long is quite the experience, I can assure you. So the Kew Gardens 50p, there were only 210,000 of these coins made for circulation. And the values, although it seems to ebb and flow at times, is normally around £150 to £200. And that's not a bad markup for a coin that you can get for 50p in your change. So the Kew Gardens 50p has a very low mintage figure, but what do we mean by that? Well, the mintage figure is the number of coins that were made by the Royal Mint to go out into circulation for that coin. To put that into context, another coin which you can see here, this is the Benjamin Bunny 50p, released as part of the 2017 Beatrix Potter set, which carried on from a number of years from 2016 to 2021. Now this is the most common commemorative 50p in circulation. There were 25 million Benjamin Bunnies minted and released out into the wild, which means that for every one Kew Gardens in circulation, there are 119 Benjamin Bunnies. Since 1997, when we started using the current sized 50p, there's just over 1.1 billion 50p that have been minted for circulation. That's definitives like Shields and Britannias and all the commemoratives as well. So if you break that down as a proportion of the amount of Kew Gardens out there, it makes up 0.018%. compared to Benjamin Bunny's 2.2%. 2.2% may seem like a low percentage overall, but considering that ever since 1997, 2.2% of all 50p's that have been minted for circulation have been Benjamin Bunnies. It's pretty mad. So why was the mintage figure so low then? Well, to understand that, we need to explain a little bit about how a coin goes from concept to creation. So the Royal Mint will look forwards 3 to 4 years in advance, highlighting anniversaries coming up of famous people, institutions, British traditions and the likes. Once they've settled on what they want to commemorate on coins going forward, they will send that out to designers. Now there are some designers that are employed at the Royal Mint, but there are also external designers that will be sent out to as well. They will then have time to come up with their own ideas and concepts, and that will be then submitted back to the Royal Mint anonymously. So nobody at the Royal Mint knows who has submitted what designs. They will then filter out which designs they like, which designs that would work, and they'll pick one to then go onto coins. They may have to send it back to the designers for some tweaks and changes to make sure it would work as effectively as it can onto the coins, but once it's all been settled on, it goes before the Royal Mint Advisory Committee, who will then greenlight the coin. So now that we know about the creation of a coin, what about circulation then? Well, firstly we're going to look at some coins that were not intended for circulation, so NIFC coins. The first one you can see here is a 2016 definitive shield design. So in 2016 there were a number of commemorative 50p that went out into circulation, but no definitive shields were minted to go out into our change. This coin here is a silver proof example that's come from the 2016 annual silver proof set. We've also got a brilliant uncirculated iguanodon, part of a 6 coin set over multiple years, and who knows, may continue with another few dinosaurs this year as well. You can see this coin has colour on it as well. It did also come out with non-colorized, just its base metal, but again is not a coin that entered circulation. Then we have the first coin of the Winnie the Pooh set. This is the Winnie the Pooh gold proof, part of the 3-year 9 coin set which is due to finish this year. It's a really beautiful coin, and lovely to see this timeless and iconic favourite children's character struck in gold proof. So who is it that decides what's needed in circulation then? Well, banks, cash centres and the Treasury will forecast the anticipated needs of new coins coming out into circulation, and will then send the orders to the Royal Mint. It's then unclear as to who gets the decider as to what is the split of commemoratives, definitives, and of the commemoratives which of each commemorative gets made for circulation. But in the past, the Master of the Mint, which is a job role incorporated by the Chancellor of the Exchequer, has weighed in. So the current Chancellor of the Exchequer, and thereby Master of the Mint, Rishi Sunak, specified that he wanted the Diversity Bill Britain 50p and the Brexit 50p to go out into general circulation. If we look back at a previous Master of the Mint, so George Osborne, who was Chancellor of the Exchequer from 2010 through to 2016, over that period of time, virtually all commemorative 50p and £2 went out into circulation. And I've been told by reliable sources that George Osborne was a man who was very interested in the coins that circulated, so I think it's a good guess that the Chancellor of the Exchequer can have quite the impact on what goes into circulation. So why was it that so few Kew Gardens were minted to go out into circulation? Well, the Royal Mint had its order for 2009 50p, which they started creating. The forecast was then reduced because there wasn't as much of a need for new 50p, so the Royal Mint had to stop making coins, and at the time they had just started making the Kew Gardens 50p with 210,000 created. That was the cut-off point. So that 210,000 that went into circulation was just the start of a much bigger order originally intended. So that's why the Kew Gardens is such a scarce coin out in circulation. But it's not the rarest 50p that's ever circulated. Let's have a look at this one. So this is a silver-proof version of the dual-dated 1992-1993 EU Presidency 50p. It was struck to commemorate Britain's presidency of the European Council of Ministers. On the reverse, you can see a conference table, which we're looking down from above. Around the table, you can see 12 chairs for the Council of Ministers. The UK is represented at the head of the table, given that it was president at the time. You can see there are 12 stars on the table. These are placed geographically in the positions of the capital cities of the 12 member countries, and they're connected by lines which signify links of trade and commerce within the community. Now, there was only 109,000 of these coins made to go out into circulation, which is quite a bit under how many Kew Gardens were minted. This coin in circulating quality, again with prices varying, will sell between £40 and £70 in base metal circulating quality, which is quite a bit under the value of the Kew Gardens, which we've already spoken about. However, at the time this coin was minted, 50p were much larger than they currently are, which means that this coin is no longer circulating. So the crown for the rarest 50p in circulation sits firmly on the head of the Kew Gardens 50p still. So the Kew Gardens isn't the rarest 50p that's ever been minted, but it is still the rarest 50p in circulation. But it's not the rarest coin in circulation. For that, we start in 2018 with the release of the alphabet 10p set of coins. Initially starting in 2018, each letter of the alphabet was struck with something quintessentially British, from A for Angel of the North all the way through to Z for Zebra Crossing. 220,000 of each of these designs were minted, and they proved really popular. But in 2019, their mintage figures for circulation were much lower. The letters A to P, S to V and X, there were 84,000 minted for circulation. There were only 83,000 of the letter Q for queuing. There were 64,000 R for Robin Redbreast. And then the rarest three of the 2019 set, W for World Wide Web, Y for Yeoman Warder and Z for Zebra Crossing, with only 63,000 of these coins minted. Now, the 2018 alphabet 10p's will sell from between £2 and £5 dependent on the letter, and 2019 will sell for £5 to £11, which again is a really good markup for a coin that you can get in your change for 10p, but it's nothing compared to that Kew Gardens value. So why is that then? So the value of a coin doesn't come solely from the mintage figure or scarcity. You've also got to factor in the desirability of a coin. Take for instance this coin. This is Jemima Puddleduck from the 2016 Beatrix Potter set. There were 2.1 million of these minted, and it's the scarcest of all 5 of the Beatrix Potter 50p coins, and will sell for between £8 and £11. Although this value is nothing compared to the value of a Kew Gardens 50p, there are some Olympic 50p which are part of a very desirable set that have a lower mintage than this coin, but will sell for less. It's the popularity of the Jemima Puddleduck that has somewhat increased its value. The Kew Gardens 50p has regularly made headlines as well, national, regional, local newspapers printing stories about the treasures that you can find in your change. This all helps increase the knowledge, understanding and the popularity of the coin, because it means that people, maybe not even avid coin collectors, know about the Kew Gardens will keep their eyes peeled for it, somewhat inflating the value. So there we have it really. It's a combination of factors, starting with the foundation of a low mintage and scarce out in circulation compared to other commemorative coins. In addition to that, the popularity of the coin inside and outside of coin collecting that makes the Kew Gardens 50p so rare and so valuable. There are a few things to look out for on your Kew Gardens though. In 2019, to mark the 50th anniversary of the 50p, a whole bunch of older designs were restruck in 2019 for a collector's set. Kew Gardens was one of those coins. So if you're looking to purchase or trade for a Kew Gardens 50p, make sure you check the date on the obverse or head side of the coin. In addition, there are plenties of copies of the coins, some produced just to help fill out a gap in a collection until you find or purchase your own Kew Gardens, but some are sold on the pretense of that being a genuine Kew Garden, so you can't be too careful. Spotting copies and fake Kew Gardens is a topic we'll definitely have to return to in the future. I hope you've enjoyed today's deep dive into the Kew Gardens 50p and have got some information about the coin itself. If you did enjoy today's video, then please consider subscribing. Almost half of our viewers aren't subscribers to the channel. Now, subscribing to a YouTube channel is free and means that you'll get notified every time we have a new video coming out, so you won't miss out on any. In addition, as the channel grows and we gain more subscribers, we'll be doing some more giveaways, with the next giveaway coming at 2,500 subscribers, which we're not that far from, so we're very grateful for your kindness and support. You can also keep up to date with the Britannia Coin Company on Facebook and Instagram, where we post lots of pictures of our products as well that you can take a look at. There are links down in the description to some of the products that we've looked at today if you'd like to take a deeper look at those, or if you would like to purchase them for yourselves, links down below. We're also on Twitter and TikTok. There's our shop and online store that you can check out. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time for more amazing coins from the Britannia Coin Company.